Hello everybody and welcome to the next edition of our Drive Time series of video calls, and I'm delighted to welcome Adam Blair to the show. Adam, welcome.
Good to see you, mate. It's been a long time.
It should have been this weekend actually. We should have been catching up, shouldn't it? The weekend just gone, but
I was hoping to see you on the top step of the podium, but yeah, didn't happen.
Absolutely. So look, Adam, I've known you for a while now. I know what you do in motorsport, but not everybody else does. So Adam Blair, what do you do in motorsport? Well,
we race in Enduro KA. So last year was my first season back racing since 2003. I've been doing a little bit of karting in the interim, which was brilliant. Really enjoyed that. It was probably the only time I've ever sort of really had fun in motorsport. To get into stuff. I don't know. I just go into crazy serious mode, but you know, I mean, what a brilliant championship! Enduro KA is I would probably say extremely underrated in terms of the capabilities of the teams and particularly the drivers. It's a mega championship.
Now, funny you say that. Actually, I've spoken to a few of the teams involved. I've just spoken to Shine Automotive today, actually, as well, and they said exactly the same things. And I remember at Snetterton, it was a 12-hour race, and I was talking to somebody in the cafe, and just before the race started, and they were saying, I reckon only about 4 or 5 cars are actually going to finish, but I think all but about 3 actually made the checkered flag. So they're actually quite robust, these KAs, aren't they?
Well, everyone else's KA seem pretty robust, but ours not. No, I'm joking. we had a few issues in the year, partly caused by driver error. Dave. No, I'm joking. I did bin the car into the wall at Alton Park as well, which wasn't my proudest moment.
It was very wet part, though. You can be forgiven for that.
I didn't really forgive myself, to be honest, but I'm still kind of harping on about it nearly a year later. But yeah, I mean, the cars are amazing. You know, when you see them circulating from the outside, you think, oh, yeah, they're just kind of you know, it looks slow, and it is slow in motorsport terms. But the cornering abilities that these cars have are pretty incredible, particularly considering the tyres that they're on, and and the driving style that you need to get the most out of these cars is extremely unusual and extremely difficult. I mean, anybody could jump in and be quite fast, but to jump in and to be very fast is actually really a lot more difficult than you would imagine.
I can imagine so. Well, actually, talking of enduro car, I spy a little Ford KA behind you. So talk us through that.
Well, do you notice the new livery for a start?
I do notice the new livery. Yes, flyspitfire.com. Yeah, tell us more.
We've been really fortunate to pick up a couple of sponsors this year. So we've got Flyer Spitfire and Napa, who are an American motor factor company who have just launched in the UK. So they're looking for some exposure. In fact, they sponsored the guys who won the last race at Brands Hatch.
JTR.
JTR. So I'm hoping,
crew. Yeah.
Yes, I'm hoping they're just not sponsoring them anymore and just us. But no, I'm joking. But I guess they're going to be backing both of us. But yeah, in terms of Fly Spitfire, I went down to the hangar, and actually we're trying to organise for you to get down there as well.
Yes, yeah, we'd love to come down. We really do.
It's an unbelievable place. If you're interested in engineering and stuff like that, they literally make Spitfires from scratch in this hangar there. It's unreal. You go in and you see all of the really complex aluminium work, and they're just working off of the original designs and creating whole new planes.
We've got to come down, Adam. We've got to come down. My cameraman Leon, he's a big engineer, and he's desperate to come down and check it all out.
It's like an Aladdin's cave, and you can pay to go up in the Spitfires. I should know, but I haven't been up here myself. But I'm planning to go up this year. And if anyone's interested in that, by the way, just drop us an email and we can get you a discount on that. So,
what's the email? Best email, Adam, for that?
Let me think.
You on the spot there, haven't I?
Oh, you put me on the spot because I don't normally give. I'll tell you what. On Facebook, if you email IP Racing, So if you search IP Racing, drop us an email, and yeah, we'll sort you out with a discount for going up in a Spitfire. And the thing to do, if you come down and check it out, and we'll do a video down there. And I reckon once people see that, it's going to be inundated because it looks awesome. I mean, I can't wait.
Right. Cannot wait. We've got to come down and see it. So, Adam, let's get back to some racing for you then. You know, you've raced at a fair few tracks. Where's your favourite place to go racing?
Well, I've never raced the Nordschleife, but I've driven at the Nordschleife. I'd say probably on balance, that's my favourite track. That is just nice. But in terms of racing in the UK, there's a clear winner in my mind, and anybody who says any different, I think, is insane. And that's Cadwell. I mean, Cadwell Park is just it's just such an incredible track. And when I'm there, I tell you, I'm a different person. It's like I just love that place. You know, like when I die, I want my ashes sprinkled there.
There's been a lot of love for Cadwell Park when I've asked that question so far. Donington Park's had quite a few goes, and Brands Hatch. And even Knock Hill's had a couple of thumbs up as well, so a good variation. Oh
yeah, I raced at Knock Hill back. God, it was I'm so old now. It was back in probably '97, I think, in Formula Flat. But I seem to remember I'd been in the car that the uphill bit, the blind chicane. I'd been in the car there, so obviously it was the track's fault and not mine. So I don't like it anymore.
Right, Adam, here's a thinker for you. I'm going to put you on the spot here. You and me are at Cadwell Park. You've got 10 laps and you can drive any car, past, present. It could be a racing car, it could be a rod car. What do you do in your 10 laps in Cadwell Park in?
I mean, if I could drive any car, it would probably be a mid-90s F1 car. And I guess the one that sticks in my mind is that Ferrari. I don't know the model number, I can't remember, but you know, like I think it was the 1995 Ferrari, maybe the year before Schumacher started driving for them. I mean, that thing was unreal. That was a V12, wasn't it?
Was that Gerhard Berger in that? Was that Berger?
I think it might have been a Lacey and Berger that year, but that car was just amazing.
It's iconic, isn't it?
It looked perfect. V12, loads of mechanical grip, loads of downforce. That's what, in my mind, an F1 car is, because I'm an old man. So, you know.
I wouldn't say that. I thought you were going to say either Hill or Villeneuve's Williams from '96 or '97.
Well, I went to see Williams back in, when was it? 2001. After I did Formula 3, we went up to see Williams with a view to trying to get a drive. We got invited up by Jonathan Williams, his friend. Wow. Nice. But unfortunately, we didn't have the backing to follow through. But yeah, I mean, there's something about those mid-90s F1 cars. They're just the epitome of a pure race car in my mind.
Definitely, 100%. Well, look, Adam, I appreciate your time. I'm going to let you go in a minute, but I do have a very, very important question to ask you. I think you might have covered it off a little bit, potentially at Alton Park, but have you got another embarrassing moment you care to share with us that we can have a bit of a giggle at your expense?
Well, yeah, I mean, most of the races we did last year were quite embarrassing, but no, I mean,
you guys were on pole a lot. You guys were on pole position an awful lot, I remember.
That's why it's embarrassing. You're supposed to sort of go through and win the race when you're off pole, but we didn't. Well, we didn't do it once. Yeah, no, my most embarrassing moment would have to be when in what was it, 2002, I think, I got a drive in the Porsche Carrera Cup in Germany, which was much like Enduro KA, it's extremely competitive, like it's super competitive. And the German series was better than the super. Yeah. So every time the two were to race together, the German series would always win. So it was more competitive. And anyway, I jumped in kind of at the last minute. Didn't have any testing. I did a little shakedown at some obscure track, and then we went to Monza for the official test. And I'd never been to Monza before, and I haven't been since. And so team said it was a brand new car. It's probably, I don't know how much those cars cost, probably 150 grand or something. And I said, right, we've just put last year's Pirelli car in the car. A bit. It at is it very? I'm not sure of the name of it. Is it Varienta Alta or something? The chicane just before.
The first chicane.
I'm
not sure what it's called, to be honest.
The third chicane. So you come down.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Down the hill under a bridge, and then there's a left, right, left, which I thought from watching.
Yeah.
This is before simulators and even probably computer games.
You thought it was flat out.
Well, I didn't think it was flat out, but I thought it was a lot faster than it was. So I did probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 laps, and then went in too quick, lost the rear end, and just straight into the barrier on the edge of and actually wrote the car off and ended up in hospital. Or I say a hospital, I was in the in a lift in hospital for about an hour, lying on my back in an Italian hospital. That was quite embarrassing.
Well, Adam, all I can say is I'm going to dine off this for a while now, next time I see you. So thank you very much.
All right, mate. It's good to see you.
And look, thank you so much for your time, Adam. And we've got to come down to Fly Spitfire, come down that way, have a little look around the place. It looks sensational. And I can't wait to see you trackside sooner rather than later, mate.
Looking forward to it. Cheers, Ian.
Take care. Bye-bye.